Welcome to You Are Worthy to Be, a space for truth, healing, and growth for gay men. Today's topic: why so many gay men struggle with emotional intelligence, EQ, and how we can change that. Let's be honest, dating today is hard. Not because love is dead, but because emotional wounds are running the show. Many of us carry deep pain, childhood rejection, bullying, family or religious trauma, and marginalization for being who we are. But instead of healing, we've learned to protect ourselves by disconnecting. That's why so many of us are bitter, single, and unforgiving. We're lashing out, chasing those who mistreat us, meanwhile ignoring those who love and care about us. The truth is 40% of LGBTQ plus adults have experienced rejection from close family or friends. Gay and bisexual men are twice as likely to suffer from depression and anxiety. That's real pain. And when that pain isn't processed, it becomes behavior that affects how we love and connect with others in our life. Now, let's talk about the apps such as Grindr, Tinder, Scruff, Hornet, and all the others that were meant to connect us, but they often drain us emotionally. The guys on the Happy Healthy Homo channel shared their opinions on Grindr and its negative impact on the gay community.
Well, this is why people have issues with Grindr, and I do too, where I've seen people on TikTok, they're very anti-Grindr, and they're like, this has ruined the gay community and things like that. And I actually think it has, and I think the balanced version of me, I'm a Libra, I'm all about balance. I want to go, well, Grindr is good for some people, and actually, I would be bold enough to say, I think, don't come for me, that I don't think Grindr is healthy. That's not to say I don't think hookups are healthy.
Yeah.
I think that's a different thing. But I think Grindr as an app, it has been designed for people to discriminate against other people, to talk to other people like they're a piece of dirt on their shoe.
Yeah.
And it's gotten gay men used to instant gratification and instant pleasure, as opposed to going out, meeting someone, going on a date. If that ends in a hookup, and you want that, then that's great, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's like Grindr has become the Deliveroo of gay sex.
Yeah.
58% of gay men say they feel emotionally empty after using dating apps. Why? Because they become transactional, not relational. We have all been through it. When you're looking for the biggest dick and best looking ass, or the most handsome guy, you spend hours on the app only to feel demoralized at the end. You're judged by one photo. You're ignored, blocked, ghosted, and all this becomes a norm, and real connection feels rare. As L-Majesty says, Grindr and similar apps can be divisive, focusing on instant gratification over real intimacy.
You know, I've been on the apps for years, you know, looking for partnership, looking for connection, looking for friendship, and all I got was just a series of wounded men that can't provide you with consistent communication, men that ghost you, men that block you, men that refuse to show you a face pic, men that only show you chest, dick, ass, parts of themselves. The communication is inconsistent at best, at worst, non-existent. You may get 3 letters: HRU, how are you? WYD, what are you doing? All these abbreviations, as opposed to genuine communication.
These platforms have their place, but they can't replace deep in-person connection. We need balance between digital and emotional, hookups and heartfelt conversation. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the missing piece, as that is the avenue we can grow our relationships to the next level as gay men. Let's redefine strength. EQ isn't just about staying calm. It's your survival toolkit. In a world run by AI and algorithms, emotional intelligence matters more than ever. Soft skills, once dismissed, are now key to real relationships, better careers, and inner peace. But here's the thing. Most of us weren't taught about EQ. Not in school. Not at home. As boys, we were told to bottle it up. That emotions were dangerous. That crying was weak. But repressing all those emotions leads to isolation, depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. So, what is emotional intelligence? It's the ability to recognize your emotions, understand their roots, manage them constructively, connect through empathy and honesty. It's not about being sensitive. It's about being self-aware, resilient, and intentional. Why it matters in love and dating. Without EQ, we fall into patterns of chasing people who don't really care about us and want to use us. We begin to confuse chaos with passion and think this is normal. We are caught in a cycle of being addicted to drama and believing pain is normal. But when we build EQ, we start to shift that story. The 7 emotional intelligence skills every gay man needs are self-awareness. You must know your triggers and what makes you anxious, sad, and angry. This allows you to see when your past is driving your present. The next skill is self-regulation. It helps you to pause, reflect, and respond instead of just reacting. Next is empathy. Having empathy means understanding how others feel. Everyone is carrying something, so try to see past the surface. Next is honest communication. This is the ability to say what you mean and mean what you say, helping you speak from the heart. Additionally, vulnerability adds real intimacy to your relationships, especially when you stop pretending to be something you're not. Finally, resilience is an important tool for your emotional intelligence toolkit. It allows you to face rejection and realize that it doesn't define you or your future. Valdet Selimaj explains emotional intelligence more.
Intelligence. The first 2 start with, like everything else, the self, us. And so the first skill is self-awareness. And self-awareness is really just our ability to recognize and identify our emotions in the moment as we experience in them. Also being able to identify what has caused that emotion. So it's identifying the emotion and then understanding what caused that emotion. And it also means understanding what are your typical response or reactions to things like events, challenges, people. Do certain people make you feel a certain way? Do you understand why? That's self-awareness. And then next, it's self-management. And self-management, we use our awareness of our emotions to stay flexible and positively direct our behavior in a way.
We need to learn to connect soul to soul and push past the fears. These are skills. You can learn them, and they'll transform how you love and how you live. Final thoughts. Hookups don't require emotional intelligence, and that's okay. Sexual needs are valid. Hookup culture is part of many of our stories. But if you want real love, emotional safety, commitment, connection, you'll need new tools. Because you can't build a new life with old patterns. Healing starts with you. Say it with me. I am worthy to be loved, heard, desired, respected, seen. Drop it in the comments. I am worthy to be. And don't forget to subscribe for content that speaks to your soul, not just your screen. Because who you are is already enough.